Hi friends, Miss Marilyn here, and I am ready to do another fun art lesson with you. Today we are going to be painting, but we are going to paint in a new and exciting way. So today's art lesson will have two parts. For the first part of today's art lesson, you are just going to paint in our new and exciting way that I'll show you in just a second. For the second part, you are going to use the painting background and your imagination to draw a picture on top. So first step is painting, second step is drawing. You might remember that in our last video together, you made art soup or imagination soup, and you used your imagination. Here's what we learned about imagination in last week's video. Have you ever played pretend? Maybe you pretended like you were riding on a unicorn or shooting through space on a rocket. If you've ever played pretend like that, you have used your imagination. When we use our imagination, we come up with amazing ideas in our minds. It might not really be happening in front of us, but we can create amazing places and amazing experiences using our imagination. So let's start with step one, painting. For painting today, instead of using a paintbrush, we are going to use something different. You might use a piece of cardboard, a small piece of cardboard. You might use a card. I am going to use kind of like a credit card. So it's plastic, it's a little bit hard. If you are using a card, make sure you have a grown-up's permission to use that specific card. And another fun one that you could do is a hairbrush like this. Also plastic, a comb. So I am going to demonstrate step one, which is painting with these funny materials. Then, after I finish the demonstration, I will show you step two, which is using your imagination to draw a picture. Let's chat about materials. We already talked about these three materials instead of a paintbrush. And you're also going to need paper and paint. I recommend one of these two types of paint, tempera paint or acrylic paint. Tempera paint usually washes out of your clothes, so that is always a good choice. I like how it looks with acrylic paint more, but with acrylic paint, you just gotta be really careful about your clothes and the surface that you're working on. But acrylic paint would be okay too. So I'm gonna start off with a little bit of this blue paint here, and I'm just gonna paint a little, get some paint ready about the size of my credit card, and you'll see why in just a moment. And I'm gonna also work with some pink for starters. So I'm just gonna get it ready. I don't want that to dry, so I'm working kind of quickly. Now I'm gonna take my card, either the short way or the long way. I'm gonna try, how about the short way first? So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of paint on my card. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to swipe it, whoa, onto my paper. Now I can try going a few different directions. And once it kind of dries out, I'm gonna use another color. So let's see what happens. Whoa. And I can even blend the colors and see what happens. Wow. The pink and the blue mix together to make kind of a purple. That's really amazing. And when I run out of paint here, then I can just add a little bit more. Wow, now the colors are really mixed. Wow, that turned out absolutely incredible. Look at all the places where the colors mixed. So you can try it with just a card. And if you don't have a card, a credit card, gift card sort of thing that you can use, a piece of cardboard works much the same way. You can also swipe with the cardboard too. You can also try it with a comb. I actually ended up liking the credit card better than the comb, But with the comb, you can still get some pretty cool effects. So maybe you want to try, like me, one of each and see which one you like best. Wow, my two finished works of art. This one I used a credit card, and this one I used a comb. They both turned out pretty cool, but look really different, don't they? Wow, that new style of painting was so much fun. We have to wait for our paint to dry, and then we are ready for the drawing step. Now, if I touch it, I can tell that this one is not dry yet, so I have to be patient. I really want this to dry faster so that I can draw. If you have a place that's outside or somewhat outside, you can put it out in the sunshine. Yay! Now that my paper is dry, let me see. See, it's completely dry because I was really patient. Then it is time to draw on top. So you can use anything you want, maybe markers, colored pencils, maybe crayons. And what we're gonna do is we are going to search our painting for shapes and use our imagination, kind of like when we're looking at the clouds. Recently, with Miss Karen, you talked about using your imagination when you look up at the clouds, and maybe you see an animal. Like here in these clouds, I can see the shape of a bunny rabbit. So let's see, I'm gonna look, 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 look. Wow, this kind of looks like the shape of a swan. Maybe this is a volcano. I could draw on top of this and turn that into a volcano exploding. Maybe I turn it this way and I see other shapes, and I turn it this way. And oh my goodness, do you see that? I see the face of a dragon. And maybe this is its body and this is its tail. I am going to draw on top of this, turning this little blue shape into a dragon. I'm going to use my imagination and keep searching for other things to draw. I'm all finished. I began with this little dragon, and then I saw over here with the blue there was a butterfly, and then this shape up here reminded me of some crazy dragony fish thing, maybe breathing fire, trying to catch the butterfly. Scary. And it had some weird shaped wings that I added too. Then I noticed that they were probably at the beach because I saw the shape of a palm tree. I imagined it. Then I imagined this is the shape of a boat. So then I drew some water also. This is my finished work of art. All right, friends, I hope you have so much fun playing around with the paint and drawing using your imagination. I can't wait to see what you make. You can send them to Google Classroom. And don't forget that you are the artist, so it is your job to clean up when you're finished. All right, creative kiddos, I will see you next time. So I'm sending you a big hug. All right, goodbye.